We're at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin.
But tonight we start Week 14 of the NFL season with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Green Bay Packers.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Throwing to start the drive. McCullough. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Now, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in case they can't run the play they want to. It's long distance now. Let's go to that play.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's Walker to start the drive. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
You look at this Packers defense.
They're just below the cut line for top half of the league. 17th in the NFL against the run.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, this defense for the Packers, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Lucas Van Ness
coming in to drop it for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Here comes Reed.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Packer football here, first down and 10. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later, hey, it's game day again, but I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game. Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
to throw on third down. McCullough. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still fourth down.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make...
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they move this all the way down. They'll get 34 yards there. Off the bootleg. Rowe.
Throw out wide to Walker.
And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you see...
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence, that is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's third and goal. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Seahawks have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
And they'll accept that penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
Reed going to bring it out of the end zone.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game...
There he goes left side.
Inside the 20.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Kenneth Walker hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
14. Packers 7.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Out of the gun, a give to Charbonnet.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
The Packers at 10-2 on the year, and they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
4-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
To throw on second down. McCullough caught on the right side. Reed. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Four receivers split out here. It's 3rd and 8.
Operating from the gun.
McCullough. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
To the right side, this is Walker. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there? Swarming to it and not allowing that to happen. Did not let him get downfield.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McCullough. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
On 3rd and 2, McCullough. He's got his target. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 17-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
They'll try the left side. Crawford. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up. Pow! Knocked him for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. McCullough. Wide open receiver complete. That's a Packers touchdown. Cooper Kupp hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now an option play, and he'll keep it. Down the sideline he goes. Inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. How about that? Their quarterback. 62 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point pretty close to that right upright, but he does get it to go. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards, first down, Packers. Seemed like they picked an excellent time there, Charles, to go with the draw play.
They certainly did. Caught him a little over-eager trying to get into the backfield and get to the quarterback. They used their speed and their aggressiveness against them, didn't they?
Give him a couple on the scramble in 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, McCullough.
To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun on 3rd down, McCullough. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance, if they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing.
Shedding the tackle, and it gives him some room. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Rowe. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll get this out wide to Metcalf.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. It's a quarterback sneak. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
109 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And pass the 35. He'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because
now the Packers give him nowhere to go and they bring him down. Rashawn Gary able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
To throw on second down. Rowe. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 15-yard line.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He finds his man, complete. It's Ford. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Okay, ready?
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
He's going to handle it on the touch pass.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14.
Packers 14.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McCullough.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is caught. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. 21 yards there. Big play on 4th down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Off play action. McCullough. Open man right side is cut. Complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. Looking to throw. McCullough. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should...
Touchdown! Cooper Kupp with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list.
And the Packers have cut it back within a score.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 132 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
He's going to try and do this himself.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper.
4 yards on the pickup.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 6.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 38-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Back to Walker on 1st down.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. The Seahawks on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
That'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10.
Operating from the gun. Throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
Or even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now, because he's been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss, because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game. So
there he goes, left side. Down the left sideline. And they can't bring him down. Touchdown, Packers.
Cam Akers,
75 yards.
And the Packers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
So they got their touchdown. Now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when...
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
And Walker once more. Down to about the 23.
And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8.
Off the RPO, he completes it. And a timeout taken. Just 6 seconds away from the 2-minute warning. This defense wanted to stop the clock prior to that, and they do. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
They'll fake the jet sweep and go instead with Walker. And he will make it back to the line of scrimmage, but that is all. 4th down coming up as we reach the 2-minute warning. They'll run for it. It's Walker.
And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First, on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop them. I like the confidence he showed.
Dancing to his left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Back to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Haven't heard much from him all night, but welcome to the party, making his presence felt in a big way.
They've kept him under wraps all night long, but boy, did he find a great time to bust out.
Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession.
There he goes, left side. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Final minute. No timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10.
Back to throw. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make...
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10.
Here's 1st and goal.
One final shot. They'll look to throw.
Oh, no, and this is a disaster. They try to fake Spike, and he gets sacked.
So the victory here for Seattle, and never an easy thing to do, no matter how good Green Bay is, what the year is, to come into Lambeau and get the victory, but they did it.
You're not just battling the team that you're playing that day. You're not just battling the